we woke up to this morning. We had our campsite set up right there. We're heading out of San Francisco today. We're heading down to Santa Cruz. We spent yesterday celebrating my birthday, and we are going to be doing this video a little bit differently because we have two segments that we're going to be introducing to you guys. The first one is that Jordan and I are starting a small business, and the second one is what we like to call 2-Minute Tuesday, and it's basically just going to be a 2-minute video, or we're going to try to fit it into 2 minutes, of any topic in the world, mostly van life related, and the first one is going to be about vehicles.
So Kaylee and I have been traveling in this bus now for 4 months, and something that we've been doing as we've been traveling is doing side jobs and working while we've been traveling. Some of them we've shared with you, some of the jobs that we've taken on, some of them we haven't. Something we've always wanted to do was to start our own business. Something that is not huge, something that's small, but something that we make and something that we sell and something that we share with others. We wanted to make something that was creative, that was
something of our own,
and something that also still followed this kind of like activism route, where before we were, and still are, feeding homeless people, and we wanted this effort to continue to help the areas that we visit. So what we're gonna do is
we're picking up some trash and we're making candles out of them. And don't jump to conclusions, because I know it sounds weird, but wait till you see these things.
So something that I'm pretty sure none of you have ever seen is what real public land and public campsites look like. And to put it really simple, they're trashed. They're trashed with bottles, they're trashed with plastic, they're trashed with... We just went to one in Joshua Tree, and all over the ground was shotgun shells. Hundreds and hundreds of shotgun shells, which is a little bit eerie when you're sleeping there. What we wanted to do was to help even just a little bit with picking up these areas, and then also just bringing awareness to what these campsites look like. You all see these glamorous Instagram shots and YouTube videos of how beautiful these places are. I mean, we're guilty of it too, but no one ever really shows you the real side of what a lot of these places look like.
So we just go around, we pick up as many glass bottles as we can find, which the last place that you guys just saw was the campsite near the Golden Gate Bridge, is where we first grabbed all the bottles.
We grabbed 20 in like 5 minutes. It was crazy. It was so gross.
Yeah. So we grab them, and we have a glass cutter. We cut the top off, and then we clean them out really good, sanitize them, disinfect them, and we make our own wax with soy wax. We melt it down, we add essential oils, pour it in, let it dry, put a wick in, of course. Boom, good to go. We wrap them up with a nice little wrapping, and they're pretty damn cool.
We're only gonna have one fragrance to start. We're only gonna have one smell, because if we do more right now, it's just too much. We wanted to start with one. We used 100% essential oils, so you're not getting like all these chemicals and like all this junk that are in some other candles. Yeah. They're 100% vegan too, if that matters to you. I know it might not, but they don't have beeswax in it. And we use 3 different kinds of citrus to make these. We use lime, grapefruit, and bergamot.
Bergamot.
Is that how you pronounce it? Bergamot.
I think so.
Bergamot.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
So we use 3 different kinds of citrus. They smell delicious. They smell so good. Maybe we should show them what they look like.
Let's show them.
You want to grab one?
Yeah. So this one's my favorite. This is a wine bottle that we found. And we kept the label on. It's a Shiraz, California 2016.
So this is an example of what the wine bottles will look like. This one was a Coronita, I think is how you pronounce it. This was a Stella, and then this one was a beer bottle. And you can see we have some more behind back there. And then here's a couple that we haven't put the tops on yet. So as we travel, we're going to continue to pick up bottles and make candles. And when we send them to you, you'll know exactly where they came from. We're going to write you a little note, and you'll know exactly where that bottle was found. And now it's going to be sitting on your, I don't know, living room table, or in your bedroom, or wherever you want it. So by the time this video is live, these candles will be for sale on our shop, on our website.
20 buckaroos a piece.
20 bucks, and then we'll put like a link somewhere in this space. And the second thing we've been talking about doing is going to farmers markets or different things like that and selling them there. I think these would fit in at a farmer's market really perfectly. and I'd love to like pull up in our bus and like have a little table and sling some candles. So if you want one and you want to check them out on our website, they're up there, they're for sale, and we'll get them to you in 1 week. So 1 week, if you order the candle, you'll get it in a week. So if you're getting it for Christmas, you have until December 18th. So that ends part 1 of this episode, and now it's time for part 2, which is totally different than candles and beer bottles and trash. And we're talking van life vehicles.
You ready for this?
So I feel like we need to I feel like we're gonna have to play some epic music and like do a countdown.
Totally. 10, 9. No, that's stupid. That's too slow. And here's Johnny. And here we go.
You think that's it? You wanna try one more time? How about you do like a 3-second countdown? Like 3, 2, 1.
And a 5 and a 4 and a 3 and a 2 and a 1.
So choosing the right van life vehicle for you is the most important decision you're going to make. More important than anything else you'll make as part of the conversion process. So there's 3 things we really wish we knew when we were choosing our van life vehicle. And that is how your living space will directly affect your happiness. The size and type of your vehicle will influence where and where you can't go. And finally, the costs associated with each type of van life vehicle.
Hello, you want to go for a walk?
So the size of your vehicle is going to make a huge difference in the amount of comfort that you're going to have and just how happy you're going to be. We've seen ranges from all different sizes. We've seen people that have had full-size school buses that have showers, they have full kitchens with an oven, they have a bathroom, and tons of storage space. And then we've seen a couple actually, that had 3 dogs, so there was 5 of them living in a small Volkswagen van. And they've been doing this for 2 years, so it's really important to figure out what your priorities are and to make your decision based on what those are.
Now the second thing to think about is how the size of the vehicle affects the places that you can and can't go to. So this is kind of inverse to the first point, where the bigger the vehicle is, the less places you're going to be able to go. So for example, if you're in a big RV or a full school bus conversion, driving around in a city and finding places to park is going to be a nightmare. Also, bigger vehicles are going to have hard times driving down dirt roads, which are going to be on a lot of times in public land or when you're trying to find free campsites. So if you were in a small van or an SUV of some type with 4-wheel drive, you're going to have a much easier time getting to your camping spot and getting there without ruining your suspension along the way. So when you're choosing your vehicle, think about the places you want to go to. Are you looking to spend significant time out in the wilderness? Are you looking to explore cities? Think about that when you're choosing the right vehicle for you, because the size of the vehicle is either going to enable you to go to those places or not.
About is the cost that's associated with any type of vehicle that you're going to buy.
So each type is going to have different costs associated with it, from the cost of insurance to registration to new driver's licenses, and a lot of this stuff kind of varies from state to state and from vehicle to vehicle. For us, we got really lucky and we could insure and register our bus as a car. That's just how it worked out. We got super lucky, didn't know anything about this stuff before we got involved, and just lucked out. It's very important to understand the costs that are going to come with the vehicles that you buy and how that's going to ultimately influence your trip and how long you're going to be able to be on the road for. So that's all we got for this first 2 Minute Tuesday that's recorded on a Thursday.
That's probably not 2 minutes.
That we're putting out on a Friday.
But it's an intro and there's more to come.
We're going to try to do them on Tuesdays. We'll see what happens. Let us know what you think of this kind of idea of us talking about this kind of like top level stuff for different subjects, whether it's related to van life or video making, filmmaking, and running a YouTube channel, or relationship advice.
Some feedback.
I don't think relationship advice is a good one for us, but
why? We're perfect.
Okay. Alright, so that's all we got for you guys. You want to smash the camera?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, smash it.